I'm a huge fan of DC Comics' Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths event for being so interesting and covering such a large scope of characters. But DC Comics' Dark Crisis event is winding down with issue number 7 releasing in December, ushering in a new dawn of the DCU. But what does the dawn of the DCU look like? DC just announced a brand new comic book over at New York Comic Con, teasing the next upcoming event entitled Lazarus Planet. My name is Arco Braddock, and today let's go ahead and dive into the brand new event. But before we do so, I want to encourage you to consider subscribing to the channel. If it's your first time checking out our content, go ahead and hit that like button as well. So without further ado here, let's go ahead and show off the Comicbookcom article written by Jenna Anderson covering DC's Lazarus Planet event. I want to go ahead and read off just a few of the details about this upcoming event. So DC Comics' Once Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths finishes rewriting the DC multiverse as we know it. It looks like things are only going to get weirder. During Thursday's Explore the DC Multiverse panel at New York Comic Con, DC officially announced Lazarus Planet, which will be the publisher's first event in 2023. So one of the most interesting things about this Lazarus Planet event is that it's actually consisting of these different one-shots. So first off, we have Lazarus Planet Alpha coming out in January 10th. Lazarus Planet Assault on Krypton on January 17th. Lazarus Planet Once We Once Were Gones on January 24th. Lazarus Planet Legends Reborn. Lazarus Planet Next Evolution. Lazarus Planet Dark Fate. And Lazarus Planet Omega. So here's a look at the gorgeous kind of cover art that DC revealed today. This is drawn by the excellent David Marquez, who I've been a fan of ever since Marquez's work over at Boom Studios with the Joiners in 3D, as well as the work over at Marvel. And it's good to see Marquez continuing his excellent artwork throughout this series. We also got another piece of key art, and this I think is very, very interesting because this teaser, actually there's like two parts of it, and this is kind of the first shot teasing the Lazarus Planet, but this kind of additional art shows off that there's going to be some like character fusions in the series. We have Batman wearing the Dr. Fate helmet. We have the influence of Doomsday here, and in electric blue, Jonathan Kent Superman. So a lot of like nifty DC tone shifts throughout the series. Also, DC Comics teased that this event, Lazarus Planet, is going to be directly coming out of the, or spinning, if you will, out of the events from Batman versus Robin. That's the excellent series that I covered back on the channel, written by Mark Waid with art from the wonderful Mahmud Asrar. According to DC, Lazarus Planet will be kickstarted by the events of Batman vs. Robin 4, which will be released in comic shops this December. Okay, so it's being released in the same month as Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths number 7. That's an interesting little tidbit as well. In the event, the Lazarus volcano has erupted, spewing dangerous and transformative chemicals into Earth's atmosphere, resulting in chaos across the DC universe. As these Lazarus clouds rain down upon the planet, people across the globe begin to develop strange new abilities, watch their already extraordinary abilities change, and witness a whole host of chaos unlike anything the DCU has experienced before. Okay, so now we have our creative team, which is one of the most important parts about not only a comic book, but a big comic book event storyline. This event is going to be spearheaded, or showrun, if you will, by Mark Waid, which sounds appropriate because it looks like Waid has been planning Lazarus Planet ever since he jumped on to Batman Superman World's Finest with art from Dan Mora. We also have really fantastic creators like Riccardo Federici, Luen Yang, Billy Tan, Nicole Maines, Skylar Patridge, Francis Manapul, Dan Waters, Phillip Kennedy Johnson, Josie Campbell. Full details and creative teams will be announced at a later date. Really, really quick, I am so happy to see this lineup of DC Comics creators. This is actually the first time that I'm reading this creative team in full, so I'm kind of reacting to it live alongside you guys. I am such a big fan of what Riccardo Federici has been doing on Action Comics alongside Phillip Kennedy Johnson. It's great to see Luen Yang work on more DC comics, as is, Nicole Maines. Really wonderful to see Francis Manapul come back to DC for like a big event. We also have Dan Waters. I've been loving Sword of Asriel. Anything Dan Waters writes at DC, I'm very interested in right now. Phillip Kennedy Johnson has been tearing it up with Riccardo Federici over on Action Comics. And Josie Campbell, I love New Champion of Shazam. Such a fantastic comic book. Okay, so we have a couple of questions that the Lazarus Planet is set to answer. Let's take a look at some of these so-called questions. Can Power Girl free herself from the out-of-control Omen? Who are the mysterious trio claiming to be resurrected siblings of Raven? Will Dreamer's visions guide our heroes to the path of victory? Can Mercy Graves survive the transformation she's undergone? Will Martian Manhunter survive a psychic link to a doomsday nest? Can new hero City Boy hope to commune with Gotham in time to save it? How far would the Question go to chase a lead across a transformed Gotham City? Will the flame of Firestorm burn out yet another horrific host? And what does DC's Monkey Prince have to do with all this? I mean, that's what I want to know. What on earth does DC's Monkey Prince have to do with all this? So we can see here that the first Lazarus Planet issue, Lazarus Planet Alpha, is set to debut on Tuesday, January 10th. Okay, so there we have it. There we have it. Some really interesting comic books from DC. I love how DC has been like carefully giving Mark Waid, different series, or maybe Mark Waid has pitched these series directly to kind of DC, but it's really interesting to see how one book leads into the next and how they're all related. I really love how comic books build such a vast web of continuity, and this Lazarus Planet event is the culmination of so many different threads that Mark Waid has been kind of sewing across all these different books like Batman, Superman, World's Finest over the past couple months. So I'll be back very soon to cover more New York Comic Con content, I have no doubt, over the weekend. Hope you guys enjoy all this excellent, brand new news. A new DC Comics event is huge, and glad to see, DC coming in here and bringing their big guns over to New York Comic Con. Are you as excited for Lazarus Planet as I am? Are you looking forward to this brand new event? I want you to let me know down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for checking out the video, and I'll see you very, very soon for more excellent comic book content. All right, thank you guys so much. See you soon. Bye.